Uh-oh. Here we go again. Another one coming at you. You see it right there. You see the answer. You see Uncle Drew with the mean face, mean mugging. Allen Iverson, Kyrie Irving. Spinning the mouths of many basketball analysts and basketball fans, period. And if you're a basketball purist, you're going to love this one because you have two highly skilled individuals, two great point guards, one of this time and one of the era of the 2000 through 2010s, though Iverson did his shit late 90s. But then you have a lot of comparisons, a lot of similarities, and some differences that'll make this very intriguing. I go by the name Dame. You can subscribe to your boy Damian Harkless. YouTube, you feel me? Appreciate the ones subscribed already. Shout out to y'all, you feel me? I'll keep doing forums like this. I'll keep posting debates and all type of other issues. If y'all can, give your boy some advice on what else a nigga should post or what else we could talk about. Like I said, I want to bring people together to have an open, good debate, not objectified by the bullshit. When I say the bullshit, if you've seen any of my last videos, it's the individuals who try to regard only the stats and try to measure these players based on that. So when I talk about the basketball purists, I'm talking about the niggas that been watching the game their whole life, possibly played the game. That's not a standard. You don't have to play, but just have a little bit of know-how about the game, you know what I'm saying, and know how to talk that shit from what you see. You don't just got to run to the stat books, or you don't got to run to fucking 206 or whatever channel your ESPN on, you feel me, to tell who's better. So that's basically the premise of all my previous debates is, be an individual. Tell me what you see so the forum can get cracking, really. So we really can get some insight from what people witness and what people know from their own basketball mind. We know Iverson averages more scoring. We know Iverson probably has a lower percentage. We know Iverson probably got more assists, more steals. We know all this stuff. We know Kyrie got a ring. He don't. You know what I'm saying? We know Kyrie probably has more finals points. Like stats, it's all situational. It's all stuff that is subjugated to your situation. So now let's get into this comparison from a basketball standpoint. AI, Kyrie, who? Well, first, I want to start off with something that's all in the minds when you think of these two players. You think of the handle package. You think of crossing motherfuckers over, breaking niggas down. These are the two specialists. I can't think of two people more profound at it, being Kyrie from this generation and Iverson from the past. I can't think of two people more profound. Now let me break it down real quick. I'll say this. I'm gonna just reel off the things I think. I'm gonna give a subject and I'm gonna reel off what I think who is better at what subject. Now we're gonna start with handles. Kyrie, aesthetically, to me, has more handles than Allen Iverson. From an aesthetic standpoint, meaning he has every move pretty much that you can make for a handler in basketball. He's a spin technician. He has the between the legs cross. He has the standardized cross. He has the double cross. He has the around the back. He's a magician when it comes to aesthetically pleasing basketball moves. The shit looks beautiful. So I'll give him the slight edge in handles as far as how it appeases the fans. However, Allen Iverson has more effective handles. That means his shit works. It's almost foolproof. And I'm going to tell you motherfuckers why. The reason why Iverson was so profound at ball handling and misdirection is because he's more of an intuitive player. These don't even have to be moves he's acquired through basketball drills. If you look at Kyrie's moves, it looks like he did it a million times. It's programmed in his head subconsciously through repetition. Allen Iverson is really playing the defender. So if he's driving fast left and he sees you're baiting fully, he's going to hit you with that left to right cross that's going to have you looking stupid. Or he's going to step back that's going to have you looking stupid. He's a reactionary player. One of the most dangerous type of players you want to deal with, where he's playing off your every move, so he's damn near impossible to guard with the handle. Iverson in his time broke damn near everybody he played against. Everybody he seen in front of him had problems guarding Allen Iverson. Kyrie, has the same things today. Just it's not as effective from my standpoint. Iverson's signature move is just a rocker, the left to right. I bait you left, hezzy, and then I go right with the cross, the one he did signature on MJ. You know what I'm saying? It worked pretty much on everybody. Revolutionized the game. Motherfuckers had to start calling carry and had to start making up rules for Allen Iverson when it came to the handles. So that's my slight edge there. And Kyrie, he break motherfuckers every day too. Don't get me wrong. We talking about the two best handlers that I've seen. A couple other people that we could mention. A lot of people had the handles. Marbury, Barron, you know what I'm saying? Isaiah Thomas, Chris Paul, Darren Williams had the handle. D. Rose had the handle, you know what I'm saying? Has the handle. These motherfuckers, it's a list of people. So when it comes to handles, I'm going to give the edge to Iverson just for effectiveness. Aesthetics, Kyrie, you get that. But effectiveness, I'm going to go with my man AI. Now, shooting, I'm going to get that straight to Kyrie. Just based off how I base it, his range is deeper. I don't know if it's because the game is revolutionary. You know what I'm saying? Changed the game. Steph changed the game for a lot of people. Or the game period. The three-point line just is in everybody's game. You see centers shooting that motherfucker. But he seems like a pure shooter to me. I like his form. He entered the three-point contest and he was pretty effective. I think he entered twice. I'm not sure. Iverson wasn't really a deep ball shooter. So jumper period I'll give to Kyrie. 3-point jumper I will give to Kyrie. Mid-range I'm not going to give to Kyrie because Iverson was one of the deadliest inside scorers to ever grace this planet. Just from my perspective, his area, his land was the paint / mid-range. So mid-range, I say Kyrie got a killer mid-range, but I'll slightly give it to Iverson because that's how he makes his living, baby. Mid-range. Now, get into the cup. Of course, y'all all should go left. AI, fearlessness in the paint. He can get to the cup regardless of who is on him. He spent half his career on the fucking floor because of it. Kyrie gets to the paint too, but I believe because he lacks the athleticism that AI had, because AI when he was in the league is the fastest player in the league, almost bar none, and maybe people coming close, but you've never put Kyrie in a discussion for the fastest player or a player who has athleticism, period. He's standard for an athlete, you know what I'm saying, but he's not the athlete. So you have to give attacking the basket to Iverson for that reason, and you have to give athleticism. Oh, sorry about that. You got to give athleticism, period, to AI. Defense. Ooh, I'm gonna need y'all to help me on this one. Defense. I'm gonna go with AI, but AI was never the type to pick up a primary defender, just as Kyrie is not the type. I see Kyrie now. Kyrie doesn't want to leave the main point guard. He wants to try to guard the main point guard, but because he lacks the athleticism, like he struggles with the Derrick Roses still, he struggles with the Russell Westbrooks, he struggles with the big athletic freakish point guards. Now I'm not saying Iverson wouldn't, but I haven't seen too much of exploitation from Iverson on the defensive end. Eric Snow was their primary guard defender, so I think Iverson had a little bit of relief when it came to that, so good for him. But I choose him on defense because I've never seen someone play the passing lanes the way Iverson did. Iverson, I don't know, you guys may want to look it up, but he led the league in scoring a multitude of times. Led the league in thievery. Sorry about that. He led the league in steals a gang of times, and he played the passing lane like nobody I've ever seen, which entailed a transition game. Iverson's one of the best people in transition. If you reel off a few people who were one-man fast breaks, it's only a short list. You got AI, who was a one-man fast break. You got LeBron James, who was a one-man fast break. You got Derrick Rose, who was a one-man fast break. You got Russell Westbrook, who is a one-man fast fucking break. Jordan, Kobe, yeah, they're good in fast break, but that wasn't their thing. These are more half-court set playing ass niggas. I'm gonna break you down, crush your shit. Flash a little bit, you know what I'm saying? He had his time where he was kind of a one-man fast break, but AI, LeBron, Rose, Westbrook, they made a living doing that type of shit. So you got to go with AI there. Intensity, I got to go with AI again, man. And, I don't want to sound like I'm sliding Kyrie. He's 25 years old. The kid is brilliant. One of the best in our league today. But you dealing with a beast on that left when it comes to AI as far as a competitor. His face ain't like that right now for no reason. He's always amplified. He's always turned up. He don't care if he going against Shaq. He don't care if he going against the Kings. I remember him saying, we're better than those dudes. Sacramento Kings when they was active. He don't give a fuck. He don't need nobody. He ain't have nobody. Shit. And I think that's another hindrance to Kyrie's argument because Brian jumped on when he seen how good this motherfucker was. So he kind of has that crutch to where people are going to say, oh, can he get it done without LeBron? Or you know how they tried to do the Mamba. But, you know what I'm saying? That's why I create this forum to where we have to look past that accolades and all that bullshit. The shit that hinders people, the situational shit. I wouldn't expect Kyrie to come close to AI in scoring with the teammates Iverson had. Nigga Mutombo averaged about 6 for his whole life. But yeah, so kind of got a little crutch there from a perspective standpoint, but he's a great player. But overall, if I'm missing anything, rebounding, they're both kind of subpar. You don't expect them to snag a board. Clutch, I probably slide it to Kyrie only on the basis of Iverson not being able to be in that position like Kyrie is. I've seen a lot from Kyrie in the last 2 finals to where he been destroying shit in critical moments. So just a slight to him. And Iverson, like, don't get me wrong, Iverson's a fourth quarter type player, and he's not gonna shy away from the moment, but he wasn't known for just hitting big shots, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying, that's just my opinion. So overall, man, I'm gonna give it to AI. I think Iverson is the better player here. I think Iverson is a franchise tag, once in a lifetime type of player due to his athleticism and his skill set. I think Kyrie is a once in a lifetime skillful player, but is not quite the athlete. And I think overall that's probably why I propel AI over him, because the skill set is super close. Iverson is good with his left as he is with his right. Has hell of a lot of handles as well. And you can't find too many flaws in his game. They both finish. I didn't even want to touch on finishing because they both finish like monsters. They both finish like monsters. So yeah, man, I want to hear y'all opinion. Subscribe to me, Damian Harkless. I want to, you know what I'm saying, keep having these debates. This is just another video, more coming. I'm open for suggestions, baby. Peace.